Okay, so I just got a request from a photographer in Ireland. He's a friend of mine, and she was wondering if I could help her with correcting baby skin tones. But she's really new to Photoshop, and I thought, the easiest thing to do is explain how to use actions. Until you really get the hang of Photoshop, I really think that actions are just such a great tool to use um, in Photoshop. So actions are a recorded set of steps that will, when you run them, will automatically take the steps to, brighten, saturate, tone your image, whatever. They do lots of different things, and they're created by photographers or designers or whatever to help photographers or to help other people when using Photoshop. So I'm actually going to use a lot of the actions I use are by Greater Than Gatsby. So I'm going to edit this image using Greater Than Gatsby's Newborn Essentials. So I think if you're brand new and you really don't understand how to use Photoshop yet, actions are a really, really great way to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and the thing I notice about this image, it's a little bit yellow, baby's a little bit yellow, and the image is yellow. So one thing I would say is if you have a home studio and you are taking images and maybe your home studio is in um, your living room or dining room or whatever, make sure to turn off the overhead lights, okay? The lights, the bulbs that you have at home are probably tungsten. They'll give like a yellow tinge to your images, which will make it look kind of yellow. So, and a lot of newborns have jaundice anyway, so we don't want to make it worse by keeping the lights on. So what I did was I just remove white and yellow dyes is the action I just ran there by Greater Than Gatsby. And it's just to remove the yellow from the image, and there's the before and after. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is run another action by Greater Than Gatsby in the Newborn Essentials group, and it's called Creamy Baby Skin Smoother. Now I will in the future go into how you do this all by hand with, without using actions, but the request was, how do I do this quickly without really understanding how to use Photoshop? So I'm going to click on Creamy Baby Skin Smoother, and all you do is you're going to press play. See this little triangle? You're going to press play. It's running the action. It's taking all the steps automatically, and it does. And this is how it looks. Okay, so if I click on the mask here, and I get my brush, B for brush, click on the brush tool, and I'm using a soft white brush on the black mask, and I'm going to brush this on. Now I have my opacity set at 30% because you don't want to overdo this. So I am going to brush this on, and it's going to smooth out baby skin. Okay, I'm going to zoom out and show you the before and after, or maybe not. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take down the opacity a little bit because I don't want it to be that strong. Okay. And if I wanted to brush it off parts of the flocati behind it, I would switch the color here to a black brush, so I can paint the effect back on, or paint if I've gone a bit over the top with the smoothing, I can paint that off. Okay, I'm going to flatten it. I'm just going to zoom in again. So the resolution of this file is not great because it was sent over Facebook, but I just want to give you the idea. So also in the Greater Than Gatsby Newborn Essentials, I'm going to click on Rosy Baby Cheeks because I love that. I'm going to make my brush smaller and just put on the little baby cheeks, rosy cheeks. I'm going to take back the opacity because you just want it to be really subtle. And that's kind of it, really. I mean, maybe you want to do more editing with this image. But one thing I would do is I'd probably put on maybe another adjustment. I'd put over like a pastel kind of color over this to make it pinky and peachy and girly. And I would do that by just clicking I've lost my adjustments. Like a solid color or something like that. Sorry, I'm not in Photoshop Creative Cloud. I'm in an old version of Photoshop. That's really different and I'm really confused. So I'm going to click on the adjustment and just put in a solid color, and I'm going to kind of make it a peachy, pinky kind of color. Even that's too bright, but take down the opacity. And then I'm going to change the blend mode and see which one I like. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. I actually really like that. But it's not my image and to edit, so I'm going to delete that. Another way to do it, if you just to use an action again. So Kelly Brown from Little Pieces Photography in Australia, I really love her. She also has like a soft pastel wash, and all you'd have to do is press the play button again. And it's kind of the same thing, really. That's her one before and after. So it looks really cute. So that's it. Let me save this so we can see the before and after. Okay, so that's the before and after. It just gives you an idea. After and before. And that's it.